Welcome back to Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. My name is Tales Fyraga, and in the last episode we started up Chapter 2, took on the Eclipse gang here at Brink Terminal. We're going to be finishing up today, but there are two things that I wanted to do before we do anything, and that is first, I just want to see what her outfits are like. It's not bad, that's... Kinda dig all of these, honestly. Let's switch to the winter one. Admittedly, though, we're probably not going to be seeing too much of it because I will be switching back to Trice at some point, since he's the only guy that we haven't seen yet. Anything back here, actually? Oh no, we checked back here. Yeah, because that's where the graffiti was that we needed from the BMX store. Okay. I'm remembering now. Let's get some boost orbs, because when you quit the game, it starves you of your boost orbs. So if you remember last time, we got a text from Solace, the weird fellow we met in the dumpster earlier, saying that he's kinda stuck and might need a little bit of our help. Well, if you check your map, you actually do see the blue objective ping there. There we go, just all the doors reset too. Another cipher point. But all that's over there is the gate. So what kind of trouble could Solace possibly be in, you may be wondering? That was a weird pop. Well, the answer is... he's up there. Like a fly in a spider's web. Hello, yes. I mean, they probably had a really good reason to put me up here. They're not that bad, honestly. I wouldn't mind if you could talk to them about getting me down from here. Sorry, I mean, no worries if not. Alright. A few more members of the Eclipse gang are gonna show up since we've got the rep for it now. So, in a way, my finagling around, just spraying a bunch of graffiti everywhere, probably did work to our benefit. So let's go track down those members of Eclipse. One of them's actually right over here. Probably see her dancing off in the far distance. What kind of challenge do you have? Think you're better than us? Let's see you get this high score. 25,000 points in 40 seconds. Sounds easy, right? Ready, set, go. Alright, a little bit more of a strict high score challenge this time, but it's not so bad. You remember how to get your combo multiplier up. And also remember how to carry your combos around as well. We can use tricks like the manual to extend a combo. Oh, we actually did it. That's right. It was only 40 seconds. I think you'd actually be able to do it. Whatever, you're still a scrub. And there we go. Another graffiti tag, that's one I like. That's not how you check your messages. How do you forget these things? Looking to switch it up? Just find one of those dance spots. You can gather the crew. But they really are just trying to drive home the fact that you can switch characters, but I'm gonna stick with Rave for a bit. I usually don't play her. I usually play as either Belle or Trice, usually. There's a couple of other characters with some cool designs, too. Let's go find that other Eclipse member. I'd say the other character I usually, play as, but that's, post-game, and that's just for dicking around and collecting stuff. You unfortunately can't wall ride off those buses, but there is graffiti up there. So if you want that, wall ride off that, and you miss it. What? Hold on. Oh no, you just jump at it from here. Alright, so the other member of Eclipse that we unlocked, I think she was actually near the guardrail that our high score combo ended at. Get some of these orbs back. Beautiful orbs. Hello, lady. No, I don't want your number. Low class. Bet you can't even repeat this combo and get a ×3 multiplier. Hope you know how to slide. You're gonna need it, sweetie. Here's ×2. Says slide. Got ×3. And that's how you combo. And honestly, it's a pretty easy challenge. Lean into the corner. Do a manual. And as long as you end it with a ×3... Oh no! It actually wants you to get specifically that. Okay. Never mind, never mind. I thought it was a little bit nicer than that, but... You actually have to take those corners. Okay. I guess there are certain trigger points about it. Not bad, scrub. Just don't think you're a match for the Eclipse crew. There's another graffiti tag there. Pretty cool looking one. Put a lot of effort into impressing us. And still failed. Not even 99 rep is enough for us to take you seriously. Time is up. The stars say the troublemakers are coming. And those troublemakers would happen to be the police. Oh hey, can you guys get me down from here? Oh, I guess that's one way. Thanks. Vandalism detected. Mobilizing officers. And a little bit of story here. This is Lieutenant Escher. I've got a matching signalment. Suspects are armed. I repeat, the suspects are armed. Use of deadly force authorized. Understood. Are we armed? Apparently I missed that part of the memo. I love that Red just gets shot in the head because he's got a cyber head. It doesn't work on him. Red, get down. Snipers, bounce. Alright, we're forced into playing as Red for this section, but we've got ourselves another boss fight. This time against the other member of the police that's going to be hounding us, Lieutenant Escher, who sadly doesn't appear that much in this game, despite being pretty cool, honestly. Redhead, drop your weapon. Alright, I'll drop it. What are you after? My head. I lost it and I need you to get out of my way. Your head? What cyberhead would be looking for its old head? Let me show you something. It turns out, he just like us for real for real. Huh? You and I are not so different. What do you think you're going to do when you find your old head? Put it back on your body and kill yourself? I want to know who this body belonged to. Where I came from. Those are my roots. And then what? You don't have anything to do with that head, do you? You are not your roots. You and I, we are the actions we decide to take ourselves. I'm a different person like you say, then why are you trying to take me down? I have my orders. Headquarters reports you are armed suspects with a stolen body. I'm here to confiscate your body and arrest all of you. I'm still using this body, because I'm going for all city. And I have no other choice. Alright. Simply put, find where Escher is now. And boost into him. However, now there's other snipers around too, which is gonna complicate things a little bit. He's over here. You don't even have to, like, attack him, just boost into him. It's a lot like dealing with the cops in Jet Radio Future, where all you've actually got to do is just boost dash into them. You don't have to do any kind of fancy karate or anything like that. Is he? No, putting distance between myself and a sniper is a bad choice. Oh wait, no, I think he's up on this platform here. Looks... no. Where did he go? Hold on. He's not down on the ground. I swear he goes up here for the last hit. I didn't despawn him, did I? Hang on. You need to stop. Oh no, I think he's over here on this bridge. Let's find him. No. How did I forget things? Did I despawn him? Because I'm only seeing the other two mooks. And he doesn't really leave this area. Deal with you. Oh no, he totally does leave this area. He's on those buses. And then he moves to the bridges for the final one. Okay. Now I'm remembering. Hang on. I need to get you guys out of the way real quick. Hello. I didn't see your reticle for a sec. I guess it makes sense that a sniper would want to, you know, kind of not be seen by people. That probably doesn't help. Oop. Back on this, try to build up some boost. And his last spot's right up there, it looks like. Because I remember you only have to hit this guy 4 times. But who knows if I remember that properly, all things considered. There you go, finish you off with a cartwheel. Cyberhead. You guys don't have a gun on you at all, do you?
Hey, yo!
Hey, yo! Red, you got him, right?
Let's go!
Forget about that dude, man. We gotta get back to beating the Eclipse crew. Alright. Bomb Rush Crew's Perseverance. You're hereby allowed an audience. This is because we have 100 rep. And there's where the Eclipse crew is hanging out. On top of that tower. What I'm learning from playing Bomb Rush Cyberfunk as an LP is that my short-term memory is fucked. Right. Well, the game automatically switched us to Red, who's still on his skates. How about we show off the last guy that we haven't seen yet? But we actually can't do that. You can't start a cipher when the cops are around. Even if they're not actively beating the crap out of you, you actually can't do it if you have any heat at all. So if I want to show off Trice, we need to... You know what, actually let's just go beat the Eclipse crew. Trice can be the character we use for cleanup here. Finish the chapter, clean up Brink Terminal. Hopefully I'll have enough time for that. It's kind of a big area. It must be nice deep down, once you really get to know them, you know? What a weird guy. That was a waste of time. Let's take it to Eclipse already. We can lose the heat, though. I like the color we haven't seen yet, the winter color for him. I think it's an alright color scheme. I feel like his head kind of clashes a little bit with it, but it's not like they're gonna recolor the cyber head or anything like that. Just checking to make sure there's no obvious things to miss. And hey, this is a pretty cool looking area. Keep this in mind for later. Speaking of things to keep in mind, behind the tower is nothing. What? Does it spawn later on? I swear there was something behind here. What am I forgetting? My brain. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I swear I'm not doing like an, oh, Red lost his memories, well, I'm losing my memories too. I swear I'm not trying to pull some cinematic bullshit like that. I just legitimately am very stupid. Which, I mean, I guess people are probably accustomed to at this point. So, climbing the tower is a platforming challenge. Does have a few little areas we can go to. I do want to point out real quick that billboard right there with the graffiti mark on it. That was actually bugged in the release version of the game. When the game first released, even if you got over there and sprayed it, it would actually reset when you left the area, which meant that you couldn't get everything in the release version. Now, there's still a couple of little problems here and there with the current version as well. There are still things that you can't unlock, primarily on the console version. There's one character you can't unlock. And I'm not sure why. I guess maybe they didn't implement it into the console versions. I actually went the wrong way on this rail. Try this. Get a nice combo up. I don't know why I like having the multiplier through this section. I just do. One thing I did neglect to mention in previous parts is that if you hold the slide button while you're grinding or doing something similar, your jumps out of the slide actually are smaller. So if you want to do short hops, hold down slide while you're on a grind rail, and then do that. We don't need to do that. Hello, ladies! As predicted. The Winged Harbinger told us about you. Winged? You mean Solace? Naive little boy. Wants to please so badly he runs his mouth. Eclipse crew, we are here to battle. Your turf against ours. Straight to the point. What do you say, sis? No doubt about it. Sagittarius is his sign. So blunt and careless. Hey boy, if you want to learn how to talk to girls, ask your mom. Enough playing around. It's time for old heads. Let's get the show on the road. And hey, we've seen those shoes before. Seen those pants before. Looks like we've got an admirer.
What's up?
Listen up, youngins, and listen good. We've been called once more to squash beef between crews. And that can only mean one thing. It's time for another old school crew battle. You know the drill by now. Tricks and combos. The crew with the highest score after 2 minutes wins the battle. It's gonna be a good one. Let's jam. Alright. Much like the battle against the Franks, it is a battle of collecting a high score. Tricks and combos are going to be your go-to. They're going to be your main priority. To try to get that multiplier up as much as you can. And try not to wall ride the wrong way. This spot up here that we've already been to is actually a real good spot for bringing up your combo multiplier. There's a lot of corners we can use to our advantage here, and a wall to ride. So, you know, let's just get like a modest multiplier here and start going to town with the boost tricks. Maybe do a wall ride for good measure. Keep our gauge going. And you know, we've got an okay score, I think. Right now, we're doing alright. I say we're doing alright because some of the score thresholds you get later on in the game, especially in the post-game, actually are pretty strict. Another thing I'm also going to bring up as well, I'll vary tricks after a while, because there is actually staling in this game, where if you do the same thing over and over, it's worth less points. Don't have to worry about that right now. Ooh, do I want to go for these wall rides here? It will require me to use the half pipe. Let's keep building that score. We're not going to break 2 mil. We can break 1.5k mil. Someone probably has broken 2 mil in 2 minutes for them like that. Time's up. And who do the old heads give it to? Yo, check it out. The future has been written out bright and clear. The stars don't lie, do they, Eclipse? BRC has won the battle. You run how to do Wow, okay. Tails, the English language is not that hard. You've run how to do hands dance. That was the sentence you were going to say. You've learned how to do house dance. It was not in the stars. Sagittarius, you better watch yourself. Your future is not safe.
Nah.
Load of crap. Look at that guy dancing back there. That's actually the next guy we can recruit. I didn't even realize he was in this cutscene. Load of crap. Wait. What do the stars say about All City? What are our odds, you know? For you, just this once. Yes. You are taking a big risk. You trust him, but the selector does not speak the truth. Nevertheless, what your headless friend is looking for, and All City, They are connected. One will lead to the other. Check it! Bomb Rush Crew has defeated the Eclipse crew in battle. What do you say, Bomb Rush Crew? Do you claim Brink Terminal as your turf? This is our second step to All City.
Easy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we claim... We claim... That's not good.
You what?
Red has fainted. And that guy's dancing. People die. And Mesh is dancing. Alright. Well, a lot of people standing around. Let's get him out of here. They do make an amusing sound as you run into them, though. That's probably the main reason. God, this effect just looks like you forgot to put the skybox in, or you have a leak in Hammer Editor and are fucking everything up. Bye. Even that opens the door. And welcome to another psychedelic platforming challenge. This time using some elements of Millennium Square and Brink Terminal we saw earlier. And some rockets. Gotta get to that big old Katamaria buildings. Suppose there's only one way out. Get on your skates and ride. This platforming challenge is a little bit trickier, so if I stay on a platform for a little bit, just to try to make sure it checkpoints me, don't be surprised. Also, there are portions where the reduced traction of being on wheels can kind of mess you up at times. Grind these rails, then grind these rails. That was scary. Oop. No. Red, you gotta... Red? Hang on. Hang on. It's a bit unruly. We've got an unruly boy here. Dare I say a rude boy. In a penitentiary. Locked up, not where you want to be. You're gonna find a way out. Alright. Stay here for a sec, readjust ourselves. Time to grind the missiles. You ever been to a Johnny Rockets before? I haven't. There's one in the National Harbor area at the Tanger outlets, so I could probably just take the metro to go to Johnny Rockets just to try it. But the thing is, I keep forgetting every time I'm over in National Harbor. Alright, jump in. These cars aren't gonna damage you if they run into you. They're perfectly fine. But since we're on a treadmill, jumping is pretty key until that happens. Hang on. Gravity here is a little bit fucky sometimes. There we go. Aim yourself toward the rail. Like Sonic Adventure 2 all over again. And make these jumps. If you don't make these jumps, gravity's gonna be weird. It's gonna pull you down. Again, these are just obstacles we can do a boost dash to get over. And spray our next graffiti. Get our next piece of the puzzle. are you? I don't think I've seen you before. Who was that? You may have noticed that on his cheek there was a tattoo of a wing. So maybe he was the winged harbinger that Eclipse was talking about. But why was he there? And why was Foe suddenly there with the ladder knocked down? The answer to all that and more, of course, by playing the game. In order to do that, we need to get past the loading screen. Negative, Chief Inspector. We encountered the suspects, but they managed to push us back. Wow. And? Sir, they don't seem to be hostile unless provoked, and even then, like I said, the field test was successful. Come with me. We are witnessing a breakthrough in crime prediction. Is this... For the next step, I need you to interface with the subject.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. I know how to track down their location. That was a little spooky. Warning, sleepyhead. Don't worry, we're back at the hideout. It's like when DJ Cyber put me in that chair. I saw Foe. And some other guy. Eclipse crew is overrated. I don't blame you for taking a nap on the spot. You should have seen Belle when you dropped to the floor. Seeing you going at it was so hype, Red. You really are a natural at graffiti. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how good Foe's body is, even without a head. So what's next? We've got 2 of the 5 boroughs in New Amsterdam down. With the Franks and Eclipse out of the way, a new crew has been acting up. The .exe crew. The .exe crew are Cyberhead B-Boys, Masters of Millennium Mall. They upgrade their bodies to win breakdance battles. Relentless like machines, they don't know when to quit. We should take it to their hideout in Millennium Mall. The entrance to the mall is right on Millennium Square. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so there was a reason why I didn't try to clean up Millennium Square, and that's because new graffiti is there. Since .exe is in the picture now we can finish it up. But let's switch Red back to skateboard there. And now, the BMX garage is open. So if we want to switch to BMX or change the style of our bike, we can go down there, and hey! There's a new skate deck down there too. I want to bring up the BMX garage because it's actually linked to something else in the pre-release not pre-release, but the launch version of the game that you couldn't access. Mine and a bunch of other people's save files had a glitch with their file where they couldn't open the BMX garage. Like, the trigger for it just never happened. Oop, up here. This is a shortcut to Millennium Square I always use. Anytime you want to quickly get there, use it to save some time. Please tell me I land. Oh, thank you. Didn't realize he was going to interrupt me there. Alright. Getting a bunch of, different things. Let's gussy up the place a little bit more, too, shall we? Got all these new graffiti designs. I say as I pick one of the ones that we already have. A couple more of these graffiti spots here. There we go. And now, let's head to Millennium Square, just so that we can get to Brink Terminal. Because now, we can clean Brink Terminal up, and there's actually a surprising amount of stuff we can do there, honestly. As we did a lot in previous episodes, there's still a lot to show off, though. And that includes unlocking our next Rudy for our group. So, let's ignore some of this graffiti for now and head on over to Brink Terminal. I'll showcase what we can do in Millennium Square proper in a bit. Alright, now that we're back here at Brink Terminal, let's talk to this fella. I accidentally revealed his name earlier. This is Mesh. I like your style. Check this out. You and me, we can see the potential of things. Ordinary people don't even know that's a heaven spot. So the game's not going to reveal his name yet. That charming fellow we just met is Mesh. Jump over here. It's a cool pattern. Sick, you did it. Man, drop by the Planet Plaza sometime. I'll be around there. Thought he told you his name by now, but I guess not. Planet Plaza, where is that? Well, it's actually on the path we unlocked by talking to all the Eclipse members. It's right in front of the tower. Let's head on over there. Oh yeah, this song starts popping up now because we're on the Chapter 3 mixtape. This one's a total banger. Alright, let's find our boy again. And this time, he's tricking around. We catch up to him, though. Wow, he is fast. It's not going to be easy to catch up to him, huh? Especially if I whiff like that. Well, while we're here, let's cover up more of Eclipse's graffiti. Since this is our turf now, I'll just wait by this rail and talk to him here.
Yo, what's up?
What's up? The name is Mesh. This thing, it's my CDJ. Keep it on me at all times. Hey yo, you want to do a score battle? Alright, bring it. Alright, score battle. We have a minute to get as high of a score as possible. As you would expect, leaning into corners gets you those points real nice. Remember to use your manuals to keep up your tricks. Wall rides are important, wall kicks will work. For all you Mario 64 fans out there. Nope. What's that up? It's okay, we didn't drop. I want to get on that rail. Ugh. Try to get on from here. No! How am I messing this up? I mean, I know how I'm messing it up, obviously, but the fact that I'm doing so is aggravating. And we're still, like, double his score, too. The best part. Damn, you did it. Props for that. Man, I gotta change my whole combo game up. Next time, got a Delta. Alright. It's the end of Mesh for at least a little bit. But I think he actually has our number and is gonna text us. Have to wait a sec for that. I think that if I remember correctly, which apparently I have the memory of a frickin' goldfish with memory problems, like a senile goldfish. That's what I am. Old age catching up to you, Mr. Tails? Fling ourselves at this. And that actually reset our air dash, which was nice. Not expecting it to do that. Unfortunately, now the cops are after us. But I don't... Why are the frames dropping on this jump in particular, too? So, something I do gotta note as well. The Switch version doesn't run natively at 60 FPS. Kinda. So you can force it to 60 frames per second. There's an option in the settings menu on the Switch version called Unleash the Beast. And that will actually let you toggle it on to 60 frames per second, but with the caveat that, you know, you might run into a couple of performance issues here and there. I've been using it simply because when the game is at 60 FPS, it looks nice. And I'm not playing it on PC or another console like PS4 because I wanted this game on the Switch. I wanted to play this game on the Nintendo Switch. And I don't regret my decision. Alright, we haven't found the map for this place yet either. Let's go find the map. You may have noticed as well a new wrinkle in the police game. We now have some armored SWAT troops on us. They're honestly not too bad to deal with. All they really do is you have to boost into them in order to actually, you know, damage them and get to spraying them. But they're not so bad. Not that bad to deal with. Where's the map? Remember. There it is. Just have to have the eyes of a hawk to find it. Eagle-eyed viewers will have the eyes of an eagle, which is pretty cool, honestly. Unless you stole those eyes from an eagle, in which case, please give them back. Alright, Side of Mesh, I thought... This is on the bridge. Oh, there it is, we got the text. Hey there, are you far from the boulevard? Did something stupid and might need some help. Got some time, find me there on the bridge. Well, conveniently enough, we're right here, dude. So, I tried doing an ollie, and I dropped my skateboard into the water. Maybe I should just stick to inline skating after all. I heard there's a control room behind us where they can drain the water, but I don't know how the hell to get up there. Well, the answer on how to get up there is through a fame gate. What? You got more than 140 rep? That's more than I had back when I still had my old head. I know, because I got all my memories uploaded. Brain tumor. Got a pretty good deal on the cyberhead, you know. Sure, the old me is gone. No one lives forever. Uploading your brain is like having a kid. That's the way I see it. Alright, back here in the alley. I just want a few more boost orbs here. back here, there's a lot of things to do. A lot of graffiti that we couldn't get earlier. And of course, some turrets to deal with. I'm surprised that they don't send snipers at us yet. Well, no, they're not a lethal force yet. They will be at a point in the story, but they're not going for lethal force yet. Just trying to rough you up. You know, because that's clearly much better. Beating someone is great as long as you don't kill them. Alright, let's try to get these post boys here. See if I can remember the pattern for them. Ah, the stairs broke my combo. Alright. Well, here's a cheat for it. If you want, start on the post boys you're having trouble with, then work your way back. So sometimes, you can take an easier route. Robo post there is open. So how about we go check out what's in there? Seems like a lot of nothing at first. There's actually a shirt. Found the winter outfit for question mark, question mark, question mark. So a character we don't have unlocked yet. Considering it's Brink Terminal, I think it's Mesh. I think it's Mesh's winter outfit. Jump over here as the dogs are whining and barking. Love that in the morning. Oh, please don't tell me Gracie's gonna be on a tear now. When Gracie starts barking, the recording just has to stop. Because there's nothing I can do to drown out the noise of a Great Dane going AWOL. Just another spot where we can start a cipher. Especially because the spot where they always gather to go AWOL is right underneath my bedroom, where I record things. Switch to the summer outfit. We haven't seen much of it recently. Don't think I ever properly switched to it at all. There we go. All he needs to do is switch the logo on the shirt there to a Zelda Triforce, and he's got the white boy fit. He's got those khakis on. Go over here to another piece of graffiti. And a little bit of graph. Oh man, look at this graph. And we actually need to go down here now. There's a grind rail. Leads to yet another piece of graffiti. Now, the control room to the sewers is back here, too. We haven't seen the entrance to it yet. Don't worry, we'll find it. Oh, I completely walked by this one, too. Alright, turrets are active again. Jump up here. That looked an awful lot like a place that we could get up there, didn't it? Maybe if I were to jump up there and not get grabbed by the police, maybe we can work our way up. There we go. Spray graffiti on the controls. And hey, you did it. You also may have noticed, however, there was an outfit in that room too. You should grab that before getting the spray there. I think I can see my skateboard from here. Because the cutscene will put you over here near the bridge. But thankfully, it drains the water, and it does drain the water permanently in this area. And opens up a few more prime spots for graffiti. Some prime real estate. Now I could skip those more, but the cutscene isn't too long. Found it! Oh, it's all muddy and stuff. You know what? Keep it. I'm gonna stick to inline skates. In exchange, I'm joining your crew. Alright, and we got Mesh. Mesh is roller skates by default. And Mantra. Not Mothra. Mesh is inline skates by default. But even though this whole chapter is him, or this whole like little scenario is him not being good at skateboarding apparently, he's actually no worse at skateboarding than any other member of the crew. There are no like personal stats for different movement styles or anything like that. It's just that some characters start off with others. So now we've gotten Mesh, how about we finish this episode off? I don't want to go for too long. How long have I been going? Almost an hour. Little bits of it are going to be cut, but not that much in the grand scheme of things. Well, it wasn't an outfit, it was another set of inlines. That's all the spots for graph here. Oh no, it isn't. There's still one missing. I know where that is, though. I know where that is. I've been there. Because it's right here. Should be all of them in this section. Spray this turret to get it out of the way. But there's still a bunch of graffiti spots left. Specifically, you can see 3 spots that are way high up in the sky. And there's that billboard we missed earlier. So there's definitely still some stuff to do in Brink Terminal. You know what? Let's finish it up here. So let's do the other climb. So there's another big platforming challenge that we have available to us. I'm out of boost though. Should have conserved some. Just checking to make sure there's no tags we missed over here. They would have lit up. Oh, there are 2 spots. Oh, I see where they are. There's gonna be another one on the opposite side. Didn't see him on the map. It's not a terrible map, but it's not a great map either. Alright. How about we start a big ol' climb? So you saw those 3 graffiti spots that were in the air there. They're actually on top of a big building, and we need to get inside. Thankfully, it's easier done than said to get inside the building. Just slide in through the shutter. Problem is, however, now we've got some platforming to deal with. A lot of platforming to deal with. They give us a pretty generous amount of boost right off the bat. Welcome to the climb. A lot of sort of precision platforming. Not like Super Meat Boy platforming or Kaizo Mario platforming or anything like that. But you do have to be careful. The last solid ground you touched is your checkpoint if you fall in the water. And if you feel like you're gonna miss a jump, if you know that you've touched ground recently, it might actually be better to take a dive into the water. You lose health, but health regens in this game. There we go, we at least get to hear I Want to Know again. Ah, 2 Mellow's great. And I'm sure 2 Mellow was also like super stoked to get in this game as well, because him being in this game means that he gets to be in the same game as Hideki Naganuma, and he loves his Naganuma. Alright. Backflip there. Some of this is automated, but not all of it. Wall ride. And we miss. Probably should have jumped in the water there and taken my own advice. Oh well. Oop. I'll be doing that here. Also, we've got heat, but the police can't actually physically get in here, which is nice. Because this would be, I mean, what would they even, oh, I super messed that up. I jumped too early. Take the half pipe once again, my friends. That one pops you off automatically, but this one, wait for you to do the handstand. Oh, come on. I guess also, and this is showing things off real great, I ain't that good at 3D platforming if you want me to be real. Sometimes camera angles just confuse me. What's this technology called a camera? Back in my day, the Sega Game Gear, it didn't have any fancy camera angles or anything like that. We played our games in 2D, and if you wanted a 2D game, a 3D game, you had to play Marble Madness. Which, I mean, it's a good version of Marble Madness. I don't think Marble Madness is going to be the system pusher for the Sega Game Gear. Who knows, maybe it is. Also, you notice there's a line of billboards there leading up to a CD. So how about we just take a little bit of a plunge there and show the other way again around. I'm sorry, Red, you are just gonna be waterlogged this entire time. Alright, jump off here. Wall ride. Wall ride again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Get this CD. And that, the Sunshine Popping mixtape, I think that's the Chapter 2 mixtape. And up here are those graffiti tags we were missing. They were in an art gallery. Let's give them something to look at. Admittedly, part of me feels really bad for covering up a lot of this art. Because art is good. Art is good. And I know it's like a joke of like, oh, modern art is so like stuffy and stupid and stuff, but like, art doesn't become bad just because you lack the ability to understand it. It just means it's, you know, not meant for you. Now, if you want to, you can also go to that spot that you tagged to recruit Mesh earlier. It's actually right down there in the bottom left corner. There's these rooftops, but they've got player clipping on them, so none of that, unfortunately. And unfortunately, in order to get the last graffiti tag, we need to do one last climb of the Millennium Tower. So I'll just meet you guys there and cut ahead. Alright, now that we're back here on top of Millennium Tower, gotta do a pretty rude jump to build up some speed. Use your ability to jet dash and get down here. Then we've got to do another big jump over here. And this spot has another outfit. And a place we can get up to. A little bit tricky. If we do some careful platforming. I mean careful. Careful. Let's do the hurdles here, Red. We can finally get up to this spot and spray this. When I found out that this was the spot that resets, it made me real mad. It made me so mad. But that's not full rep here. Despite the fact that I don't see any other dots. Which means that's kind of all we can do here for now. We'll have to come back later. Unless there's one just hiding underground that I don't see, but I don't see it. So we're gonna have to come back here later in order to actually finish up all of Brink Terminal's graffiti, but that's all we can do for now. I am going to dread cutting this episode because my recording timer says 1 hour 10 minutes. Some of that's gonna get cut out. Apologies for the long episode, but they've all been long episodes so far. Thank you guys for watching. In the next episode, we're going to be going back to Millennium Square and Millennium Mall. Taking on the .exe crew, who honestly probably have my favorite crew designs in the game. I really like the way they look. They kind of remind me of Conti from Fooly Cooly. Just with billiard balls, I guess. Well, regardless, that's for the next episode. If you liked this video, please drop a like on it. Please, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, strangers, neighbors, whatever. It really helps with fighting the voracious eldritch abomination that is the YouTube algorithm. This has been Tails Faraga signing out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.